I could swear that I've never had sex with anyone except him, but the DNA results prove that our son is not his, leaving me in shock. I did not know what to do or who to talk to. How is this possible? This is a story about a virgin who got married. A year later, she had a son, and for some reason her husband believes that the child is not his. He requested for a DNA which the lady did not have a problem with, but the result was shocking. How is this possible? I swear I've never been with anybody else but you, she said in tears. What is going on? I can't believe this. The husband replied. How could you do this to us? How could you do this to me? I loved you, I gave you everything. He said, in anger, walks away. Please don't go, let's fix this, I'm innocent, trust me. She called out to him, but he was so angry. He didn't look back.
The husband went to his friend and told him that they'd been right all along. You were right, she cheated on me, I don't know when, but the DNA proves that the boy is not my son. How could she do that to me? I gave her everything. He cried. Bryce, his friend, console him. It's okay, Michael, these girls cannot be trusted. I tried to stop the wedding, but you were so head over heels with her. I couldn't do anything at the time, but now you have it. She was never a virgin to begin with. She only tricked you, she was a whore from the start. I could swear that I saw blood when I touched her for the first time, Michael said. Come on man, she could have just dropped some drop of blood there just for you to trust her more. Trust me, I'm your friend. I will never lie to you. The girl was never the right choice for you, Bryce said in confidence. She had destroyed me, I can never trust any woman again. I trusted her more than I can ever trust anyone, and she did this to me. How did I not see this? How did I not know she was nothing but a piece of shit? I can never forgive her. I will destroy her, I swear. Michael said this in anger.
Elizabeth went home crying to her family. She was embarrassed to even tell the truth about what happened. She said she was just having a problem. She needed a place to stay for a few days. Her mother asked, but where is your husband? How can you come here with your newborn baby without your husband? And that too in tears. What's happening? My husband went to work and I was not feeling well, so I just came home to rest. I'm not crying. I'm only tired. These are not tears, it's sweat. Trust me, nothing is going on. You couldn't rest in your husband's house, you had to come all the way to your parents' house to rest. What happened? Is your husband's house not comfortable enough? Said Annabelle, her sister. Have I not get right to come here when I need to? What are you saying? Aren't you supposed to be worried that something could be wrong with me? Why do you hate me so much? I'm your sister, for Christ's sake. Elizabeth said this in tears. I believe something is wrong. Why don't you quit the drama and spill it out? Annabelle replied. Elizabeth, if there's a problem, tell me. I'm your mother, I might be able to help. Asked her mother. Even though Elizabeth did not want to tell anybody about the DNA, she was so confused she needed to talk to somebody, so she spilled the beans. There's a problem. My husband ran a DNA on our son and the result was negative. He's not the father. Oh my God, and here we thought I was the bad sister. You said you were virgin, naughty girl, so you were cheating on your husband, said Annabelle sarcastically. She laughed. I was a virgin when I got married and I have never slept with anybody except my husband. I do not know what is going on. I'm so confused. My husband doesn't trust me and I can't even explain myself. I don't know what is going on, but Mom, I swear I was a virgin and I never cheated on my husband. Elizabeth cried out. How is anyone supposed to believe you? Elizabeth, this is so strange. How can your own child not be your husband's and you claiming you haven't cheated on him? How is it possible? Her mother asked. I think it's time for you to be honest with us and stop pretending your cup is full, said Annabelle, her sister. You are a disgrace to this family, Elizabeth. At least your sister does it publicly, but you're a sneaky snake. Now the truth is out. Shame on you. Enough of the lies. Her mother said. I'm not lying, I swear. Somebody needs to believe me. I did no such thing. I don't know what to do. Something must be wrong somewhere, said Elizabeth. Her family looked at her in disgust. She got up in anger, packed her bag and left the house. She went out and rented a hotel for a few days, then left the city to another, then needed to get a job and try to take care of her child. She searched for jobs, and luckily got a waitress job. She started working as a waitress for about 3 years without hearing from her family nor her husband. Until one very afternoon, she was working, then a gentleman walks in with a lady to buy coffee. She offered them a seat. The gentleman asked, "Do I know you?" She said, "I'm not sure, perhaps I look like someone you have met before." The gentleman agreed and left it at that, but a few minutes after she returned their coffee, the gentleman could remember something. "Wait, I do know you. You are Elizabeth, right?" She smiled, looked at her tag on her left chest side and replied, "Of course I am Elizabeth, and it's showing here." "No, I did not look there, but I recognized. Do you not remember me?" the gentleman asked.
"No, I'm sorry, I have to go back to work," Elizabeth replied. "Please, it's important that we talk. I do know you do not see me like a stalker. It's important that I talk to you. Can you give me like 5 minutes of your time?" the gentleman asked. "What is the meaning of this? I am standing right in front of you and you're really hitting on another woman," says the lady the gentleman came in with. "No, please don't get me wrong. It has nothing to do with me hitting on her, is something I really need to tell her," says the gentleman.
"Okay, just 5 minutes. Where do you know me and what is it that you have to tell me?" Elizabeth asked. The gentleman replied. "My name is Dr. Frank. I'm a medical doctor in St. John's Hospital. About 2 years ago an incident happened at the hospital and one of my colleagues was accused of taking bribe and mixing up DNAs. Most of the patients we contacted and their DNAs were corrected except for you. We couldn't find a way to reach out to you. We tried to reach your husband, but we heard that he has left the country for work up until today. I have taken it upon myself to find you and fix this problem, but I haven't seen you anywhere until today."
Elizabeth, in shock, asked, "What are you saying? What do you mean? But if he was accepting money to mix up DNA, who could have paid him to do that to me?" "Well, after my colleague was arrested, he gave a list of names of people who had paid him to mix up DNAs. In your case it was one Miss Annabelle, believed to be your sister. We tried to find her and arrest her, but she was missing, as well as your ex-husband, according to your mother. Your sister flew with your ex-husband and got married somewhere else since she refused to accept their alliance. Your mother then gave your picture to us and this is how I could recognize you. Also, the day you visited the hospital, I saw you living in tears. I tried to talk to you, but you were so sad you couldn't talk to me. Elizabeth, your mother has not been well for a year now. All she asked is to see you before her death. I won't tell you what to do, but if you'll listen to me, I'll ask you to please go and see your mother. My mother, the one person that was supposed to stand by me when I was totally lost. The one person that was supposed to comfort me. When nobody did, she sent me away. She didn't even look at me when I begged. I will go and see my mother, because she's still my mother, but I'm not sure I can ever forgive her for what she did to me. As for my sister and my ex-husband, I'm sure karma will get them wherever they are. Dr. Frank. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this for me. Actually appreciate it.
Elizabeth said as she was shocked and amazed at the same time.
Dear gentle reader, this is where the DNA ends. Thank you for reading. Please subscribe for more content from us.